ABC and NBC are a disgrace. ABC holds a town hall with Joe Biden, and not one question is asked about Hunter Biden's emails or his penchant to line the family coffers. It was all softballs. While over on NBC, Savannah Guthrie was playing deceitful and unfair hardball. She spent most of the night debating the president and asking him ridiculous questions in an effort to make him look bad. One of the most disingenuous came when she concocted nonsense about the infamous QAnon.
While we're denouncing, let me ask you about QAnon. It is this theory that Democrats are a satanic pedophile ring and that you are the savior of that.
Folks, Guthrie should be embarrassed that is the left-wing fictional account of QAnon. How do I know this? Because I did what Guthrie and NBC clearly didn't. Or if they did, they ignored it and lied to you. I have gone through QAnon's 4,880 posts. Now consider this. 100% of the mainstream media stories about QAnon claim Q talks about satanic sex rings, calls to violence, vampires, and even interdimensional demons. What the heck are those? But when I searched Q's posts on the aggregation website qanon.pub, I could not find one post that mentions any of these things. Zero. I did find Satan is mentioned by Q 10 times and pedophilia mentioned 13 times. Remember, that is out of nearly 5,000 posts, less than 0.1% of them. But in nearly every case, those words were in actual links to articles, many of which focus on the Epstein sex trafficking scandal. Still, Guthrie insists Q is a, quote, cult-like group of deviants who are all off their rockers. And she wants the viewers to believe those cult member deviants are all in love with President Trump, right? It's a perfect fictional account if your goal is to tie the president to right-wing loons in an effort to hurt him with voters.
Now, can you just once and for all state that that is completely not true and that disavow QAnon in its entirety?
I know nothing about QAnon.
I just told you.
I know very little. You told me, but what you tell me doesn't necessarily make it fact. I hate to say that. I know nothing about it. I do know they are very much against pedophilia. They fight it very hard, but I know nothing about it.
They believe it is a satanic cult run by the deep state.
That may be what the media thinks Q is, but a little research proves it is a lie. Again, the nearly 5,000 Q posts just don't back up any of her claims. You see, this is nothing short of a malicious hit job on the president. But what else would you expect from leftist NBC? Now, I want to make this very clear. I don't know if QAnon is real or not. That's not the point of all this. What I do know is what QAnon claims to be. He claims to be a high-level government insider with high-level security clearances that posts on the evils of the deep state and entrenched anti-Trump bureaucrats. That's it. It's not a group, though, that has Q supporters. He clearly does. I couldn't find one post about a meetup or even a call to violence. Not one. Here is what I did find. Q posts a lot about mainstream media lies. He posts a lot. There are his thoughts on rogue anti-Trump FBI agents and the Russia collusion hoax, but the media can't have any of that. So in unison, nearly every mainstream media outlet has set out to discredit Q and, of course, tie the president to it. It's what NBC was doing last night. This includes the unhinged Savannah Guthrie.
Republican Senator Ben Sass said, quote, QAnon is nuts and real leaders call conspiracy theories conspiracy theories. Why not just say it's crazy and not true?
He may be right. right. I just don't know about QAnon.
You do know.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Let me ask you another thing.
Let's waste a whole show. You start off with white supremacy. I denounce it. You start off with something else. Let's go. Keep asking me these questions.
I do have one more in this vein.
Let me just tell you, what I do hear about it is they are very strongly against pedophilia. And I agree with that. I mean, I do agree with that, and I agree with it.
But there's not a satanic pedophile cult
no
being run
idea.
by.
I know
You
nothing
don't know
about
that? Okay.
No, I don't know
You
that.
just this
neither
week.
do you know that.
Okay.
No, she doesn't know that. She didn't do the research that I did. Again, every post, there's no sign of satanic pedophilia, nothing like that. In that one interaction, the president proves why Savannah and her cronies really are the fake news media. What a waste of time. But more importantly, what a load of lies, used as a weapon to wage a verbal assault on the president. But the president has a much more powerful weapon on his side. It is called the truth, something the mainstream media knows absolutely nothing about.